Okay, for this drill, we're using the 3D band. What we need to do for this first one is the band goes around in front, comes around behind, and then we wrap it around our lead side shoulder. So it's underneath this back side arm, wrapped around this lead side shoulder, it comes around in front. We step out until we get good resistance in the band, or you can attach this to some cables to get consistent resistance. First thing we want to try is this staggered stance position here, where we are perpendicular to the vector here at the band. So first thing I want to do is get these hips to sink back a little bit, and we want to maintain this position. I want you to think chest over, or maybe sternum over foot the whole time. We're going to reach towards the band, and then we're going to rotate away from the anchor point. Again, my chest or center of mass is staying over this foot. What I want to avoid is as we rotate, we kind of extend out of that position, right? We don't want to encourage that, especially in a golf swing, whereas we're coming down, we don't want to encourage this early extension like pattern, that loss of posture pattern. Instead, we're staying over top of this foot, and we're rotating out of that position. We're asking the hip to be able to work into internal rotation here. We're asking the T-spine to be able to rotate towards the left. And then we're asking this glute to be able to use it to create external rotation. As we rotate out of that, you'll feel that glute start to work a little bit. Then we're also using the obliques to rotate through the thoracic spine. We're using that hip. You should feel it start to work a little bit. Same thing with here. We're challenging our thoracic rotation. Another variation of this is if we square up to the anchor point, we can do something similar. In fact, what I like to do is use a foam roller to help create stability at the pelvis and the hips to keep me anchored forward. So now we're working a little bit on separation between pelvis and trunk, where we're going to rotate towards the anchor point and then rotating the T-spine out and away. Again, the hips are staying relatively square to the anchor point, and we're rotating that trunk on top of it. This foam roller helps us keep that orientation forward at the lower body. Okay, so here are two variations, one where we're trying to work on separation, and the other one where we're trying to work on integrating different muscles into allowing us to get into rotation in a certain position, and then using that muscle to pull us out of that rotation. And we're kind of integrating that lower body with the upper body. So go ahead, give that a shot.